Happy Friday. I hope this finds you all doing so well. And when you join, if you are watching the replay, let me know in the comments by telling me one thing. What is the one word that comes to mind for you when you think of email marketing? So drop that in the comments as you jump on, whether it's live or the replay. Hey, Ann, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. For anybody who's a new friend, I will introduce myself super quick and we'll jump in. So Denise Alvarez is my name. I am here with Storm Lily Marketing, and I get to help you with your marketing. So I help equestrian entrepreneurs to connect with and book new clients and customers online through a cohesive social media, website, and email marketing strategy. I am so glad that you are here because we are talking specifically today about email marketing. So as I said, when you jump on, I would love to hear from you. Jump into the comments and say, hey, and tell me what is the one word that comes to mind for you when you think of email marketing. I know that many equestrian entrepreneurs and many horse businesses will say that they're overwhelmed by it, or it just seems impossible. It seems like it's for the big guys. It's not going to work for my niche. It's not going to work for the area that I serve. And so, hey, Megan, good to see you on here. Thanks for saying hi. So if that is the case, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's the one word that comes to mind for you. And maybe I haven't said it yet. Maybe you actually think that word is opportunity, which I hope, because I think by the end of our time together today, you are going to see the opportunities that lay ahead for you when it comes to building your email list and using email marketing in your horse business. All right, so as I said, we're going to talk about email marketing, specifically 3 ways that email lists are being completely underrated by equestrian entrepreneurs. My goal is that at the end of our time together, you're going to be saying, Denise, email marketing is for me in my horse business. Now, of course, if you have questions, I'm always here for it. So leave your questions in the comments. If you see me on Instagram looking to the left, that's because I have my comments from Facebook over there. So I'm watching both places, but definitely leave your questions. Let me know what questions you have about email marketing. If I can answer it here on this call, I will. If I don't see it until after, or if it needs a deeper explanation, then I will join you in the comments on Facebook, and on Instagram, I will find you in the DMs and answer your questions. All right. So let's jump in, shall we? Let's talk about why we're even talking about email marketing. As I said, I know for many of you, the first thought might be, Denise, I just don't have time. I'm already doing all the things, right? I'm wearing so many hats. I'm a one-person show. I don't see how it's possible, which we will talk about. And even if I thought it was possible, I don't know what to say in my emails. It sounds hard to come up with what I'm going to put in there, right? I'm already having a hard time with social media. Now I have to think about email marketing content. Or maybe it feels expensive to you, which, good news, I have a free platform for you to use. It's not mine, but I do love it. And so I recommend it because it's just such a great, easy, and intuitive platform. But here's the key. I really believe, and I think that you will by the end of our time together, that email marketing is the key to long-term sustainability for your horse business, right? Email is the key to long-term sustainability for your horse business. And here's what I mean. Perhaps in the future you're thinking, I want to offer online workshops. I want to do clinics, online or in person. I want to do virtual lessons. I want to host events. I want to come up with a new offer and sell it, right? Whatever that offer might be. As a business, you're going to be coming up with offers. You're going to want to sell it. And email marketing is a key way that you can do that in a sustainable way, right? Because you own your list. That's one of the reasons it's sustainable, is because you're not going to lose it. No platform is going to shut down and take it away from you. You own your list. You have access, direct access to your people, right? Regardless if you're a one-person show, regardless if you're a dressage trainer or a riding trainer, or you provide lessons, or you provide a massage service, whatever it is that you are doing in the equine industry, email marketing is key. So let's look deeper. What are these 3 ways that I'm telling you that emails are underrated by equestrian entrepreneurs? Don't worry, I've got some stats for you, okay? First of all, you're underestimating your views and what is possible, right? I'm going to say what's possible over and over in our time today because I want you to see what's possible when you really take a hold of email marketing for your business. So let's talk about views. All right, many times what I hear from people is that I would rather rely on social media than email. I feel a little bit more comfortable on social media. I feel like it's working for me, right? Let's talk about some of those stats and the numbers of people that are seeing your content on social media. So organically, that means without paying for it, you are probably getting about 3% reach organically on your post. What does that mean? It means that of your followers, on average, 3% of your followers are actually seeing your content. So think about this in terms of numbers, right? If you have 1,000 followers, that means on average, your post, your reel, your carousel post, your stories is being shown to 30 followers. Now, of course, that's an average number, but you can imagine that if you think about all the people that you follow and all the businesses that you follow and all the content that they are putting out there, I mean, if you follow hundreds of businesses and you spend 15 minutes scrolling your Instagram or your Facebook feed, you're not seeing everything that they put out there, right? So that's how organic views work. Now, I am not bashing social media as a marketing strategy. We will talk next week about social media more in depth. I think it's a great place for connections. But I do believe that when it comes to marketing your horse business, it should not be the only place that you are selling, okay? It should not be the only place that you are serving either. So 3%, okay, when it comes to social media. Now, again, think about you have about 1,000 followers. If you have 30,000, even if you have 30,000, right, your 3% is still a small percentage of those 30,000 people. Now, let's turn it around and look at email stats. When you look at open rates, which is the percentage of people that open your emails, the low average for email open rates is 20%. That's a huge difference, right? Now, that's the average. I have an email marketing client that sends weekly emails, and she is 50% on the regular. 50% of the people on her list are opening her emails. Now, you can look at stats in all different ways, right? And I know that if you are somebody that keeps up with marketing, you know that open rates, they're not 100% science and always accurate, but it gives you a very good idea of how you're landing in the inboxes and who's opening your emails. Now, I have another client who's regularly 40%. So again, let's look at that 1,000 number because it's easy to do the math on and we don't want to have to think too hard about the numbers. So 1,000 followers, 3% is 30. 20% of people opening that email, that's 200 people. 50% is 500 people. So just think about that. One email versus one post, 500 people, 30 people. That's a huge, huge difference, right? And that's why I believe that people are underestimating what's possible with email marketing because you don't have to have this huge list in order to see an impact. And the beautiful thing is email users, people that are actually in their emails that give their email address and check their email, they are checking their email every day. The stats are honestly that 99% of email users check their email every single day. Some as often as 20 times per day. And believe it or not, this stat actually surprised me because we often hear people opening up their phone and the first thing they do is jump on social media. Well, now this may vary by age, but 58% of users are said to check their email before they check social media. It's the first thing they do in the day, right? So again, the possibilities and the opportunity are there for you in your horse business because there are people in their email all the time and you're much more likely to get opened in their inbox than you are to be seen on their social media feed organically. Okay, the second way that equestrian entrepreneurs are underestimating and underrating what is possible with email marketing is sales. It converts. Email marketing converts better than social media on average. When you look at the stats, people who buy products that are marketed through email actually spend 138% more than those who do not get email offers. So people that ask for your emails are more likely to buy from you than people who start following you on social media. That doesn't mean your followers are never going to buy. So please hear me. I am not bashing social media. I am saying email marketing should be a component that works in hand with your social media. Hello, I'm live right now with you on Instagram and Facebook, okay? I'm not anti-social media. I think it's a great tool. I also think that email marketing is a key tool for marketing your horse business online. Okay, now again, some of you may say, but Denise, I think social media converts better. I have that gut feeling, or I feel like it, right? Believe it or not, the average order value of an email is actually 3 times higher than that of social media. So, meaning somebody posted on social media about their product or service that's for sale, and they sent an email, the average order, the average total of someone who buys is very likely to be higher when it was sent via social media. Via email. When they got that email, they're more likely to spend more money than when they saw it on social media. Well, obviously, that comes back to trust, right? If you're thinking, well, how's that possible? Well, we've talked about, if we're new friends, you will hear me say this often, that people buy from who they know, like, and trust. Now, I have seen some people saying, well, that's not true. I buy where I get the best value. But for many of you, and for most of you, and most of my clients, you are not just providing a value-based service. You are providing a service that's above and beyond, right? You're not competing just on the dollar. So in that case, people are making their buying decisions based on who they trust is going to get them the result that they want, right? And so therefore, if they trust you more, they're giving you their email address. If you're showing up in their inbox, you are building that trust. And that is what is helping you to convert more people. Because in their inbox, you've gotten past the barrier, right? There's a barrier when people give their email address that they're actually letting down a little bit. And they're saying, okay, I trust you with my email address. I trust you're going to send me content that I value, that's helpful to me. And by building that trust and putting that trust in you, they're eventually probably going to buy from you, okay? So the second way that email lists are being underrated by equestrian entrepreneurs is a possibility for sales. Well, that's funny. I put do not disturb, but a phone call still came through. Okay, good. So sorry, friends. All right, so third, lifetime customer value, okay? I know it's a bit of marketing jargon, so just hang with me. I'm going to get you through it. It's super easy. So lifetime customer value is the average value that someone comes on your email list. So we're talking in particular about lifetime customer value of your email list, okay? They join your list, and then how long they stay and how much they spend with you, or the value that they bring to your company's bottom line, that is the lifetime customer value, okay? So that's what we're talking about here. You don't have to know your number. I just want you to understand that when somebody gets on your email list, they have a much higher chance of having a higher lifetime customer value. Because again, it goes back to that trust, right? If they stay on your list and you are serving up regular content and yes, selling too, when it comes time to sell, they are going to be more likely to buy, right? And if they're your right people, which we've talked about this week in some of our live trainings, if they're your right people, they're going to stay on your list. I don't know if you've heard of this, but there's a concept in the marketing world called 1,000 True Fans. And there's a book, I have not read it, I've just read the premise. But the idea is you don't need thousands of people in your business for the most part, right? It depends on what your business is, okay? I understand that. But for many of you who are providing a service, you're in a service-based business, you are not needing thousands of people to jump on board in your first month, right? You don't even need 1,000 that first month. You need 100. You need 20, right? So why am I telling you that? I want you to focus on getting the people that are going to have a great lifetime customer value on your email list, okay? Getting those right people, because when they join and they become your true fans, then when you send that email that says you have a new offer, right? You have a new service that you're providing. You have a new event that you're hosting at your facility. You have a clinic that you're putting on. Whatever the offer it is that you might come up with, those customers, those true fans that are on your email list and open your emails and click on your emails, those are the people that are going to help you build that sustainable business that we talked about. Sustainable means it's not just one and done, right? You have confidence that you have a list you can email and it's going to help you make sales. And that is the beauty, right? And some of you, maybe you do have a highly engaged social media profile. I hope you do. And I think that is wonderful. But what I want you to think about is there a guarantee that that's going to be there tomorrow? No, there's not, because we have seen plenty of accounts get hacked or shut down, or for the account to shut down, for the admin to have problems getting into their profile, whatever the case may be, right? Those are not guarantees. And so think about how your email list can be a great insurance for that, even if you have a solid social media profile and a page or a group, wherever it is that you're serving people, right? Email marketing is that next step in the relationship. And again, it gives you that insurance that you have a list of people who are there, who are ready to buy from you. All right. So friends, we have talked about 3 things. We've talked about the views and how you get more views when you use emails. We've talked about sales and how emails convert better. And we've talked about lifetime value. So given that, I would love to know if you're watching the replay or you're watching live, jump into the comments and tell me if you have, give me a hands up, right? Or a thumbs up. Denise, I hear you. I'm convinced. I'm not super convinced I can do it myself, but I'm convinced email marketing is possible and it sounds like it might be right for me and my horse business. So raise a hand or put a thumbs up. Let me know what you're thinking about that. And then I want to tell you what your next steps are, okay? And don't worry, your next step is not to buy something. This is not moving into a sales pitch automatically, right? So don't worry, that's not what that is. I want to help you. My goal is for you to walk away and have a tactical, actionable step, okay? So I have 2 steps for you. Number 1, I want you to write down your commitment to yourself, okay? Write down your commitment. What's that going to be? It does not have to be a weekly email. So don't be afraid of that. If you're like, Denise, I hear you, but I don't know what to put in there, especially weekly. It doesn't have to be. I see lots of successful equine entrepreneurs that are doing monthly emails that are really building connections and it's helping to build their business. So that is possible, okay? So make your commitment. And then the next thing I want you to do is sign up for an email marketing service provider, okay? They are not overwhelming, I promise, okay? The ones I'm going to tell you to use, or the one, actually. Many people sign up with MailChimp because it's most common, and I do like MailChimp. Overall, it has some great functionality. It is not as easy to move around in for a beginner. I'll just tell you that. So if you are saying, I want the easiest, simplest, right now, as of the time of this training, I am recommending my clients to use MailerLite because it is super intuitive. Their free version has so many great options for you that when you're just getting started, you don't have to spend any other money. You can jump in. They have landing pages, which is just a page that you can use to send people to sign up for your email until you're ready to dive deeper and get forms embedded on your website. You can just do that. Do the simple version. So step 1 is to make your commitment. Step 2 is to sign up for that email service provider because you need a place to start sending those email addresses safely. Because here's the thing. What I don't want you to do is walk away from this training and then go start mass emailing everybody from your Outlook or your Gmail or Yahoo account, whatever it is that you're doing, right? I don't want you to open an email and start carbon copying all your customers or blind carbon copying, right? That's a sure way to get marked as spam. And then also you're not going to have long-term benefits from that. That's also not sustainable. That's a lot of work having to go in and type those in. People, you can land in their spam folders, right? Their inbox is going to say, oh, this person's trying to email 50 people at a time. I don't think that's legit, and they're going to block you. So do not do that. That's why my first step for you, or my second step after you make your commitment, my second step is for you to go sign up for MailerLite. So I do have a super easy link, stormlily.com/MailerLite. It's just like it sounds, MailerLite for MailerLite. Go there and get signed up. It's gonna guide you through the steps, okay? So again, it's super intuitive. And by doing that, you're, again, cementing that commitment to yourself and your business that you're going to give this a try, okay? Now, okay, you're like, now what, Denise? I signed up. What do I do next? I know that the two hurdles that I hear most often from people are, number one, how do I go about building my email list? And number two, what do I say in my emails? And that is what I teach you inside of Take the Reins. So those are some big questions. And if you listen to the podcast, I have absolutely shared different ideas along the way. You can go check out How to Market Your Horse Business podcast at any time for free on any of your favorite podcast players. But inside of Take the Reins, my one-to-one coaching program, we do that together. So I help you to create that lead magnet, that valuable freebie that's going to entice people to get on your list, entice the right people to get on your list. And we lay out the content, right? And I help you get that set up so that it's delivered. People sign up, it's automatically delivered, shows up in their inbox. We walk through those steps together, okay? And then as far as what to say, we do that as well, right? Inside of Take the Reins, I will help you to set up the template so that you know what to say every month or every week, whatever it is you decide. We create a calendar of content, and you're going to walk away feeling confident that you are selling well and that you are serving well inside of your emails, okay? So that, my friends, is what we do inside of Take the Reins, my one-to-one coaching program. We dedicate 2 of our 90-minute one-on-one intensive sessions to this process because I believe it's so important for you in creating that sustainable horse business. Now, in case this is the first time you've heard me mention Take the Reins, it is my personalized one-to-one coaching program for equestrian entrepreneurs who want to create that cohesive social media, website, and email marketing strategy, and we do that together in 3 months' time. So you walk away with a customized marketing plan that you are equipped to implement on your own. You have confidence that you're marketing to the right people and doing the right things to build your sustainable horse business. So friends, if you, on live or listening to the replay, are an equestrian entrepreneur who has a vision for your business, you know where you want to go, you just need a leg up to get you there and to get that marketing in line with those goals so that you have a system that is working well for you, then you are who I designed Take the Reins for, and I would love to invite you to apply. So I have it broken up into quarters because that way I can really focus on serving well in that time. So Q2 is what's coming up, and so applications are open for the next couple of weeks from this recording. They are open at stormlily.com/reins. And I do limit the number of people that I do the coaching with. That way I can really provide that personalized approach, okay? So you are welcome to go check out all the details. If you go to stormlily.com/reins, it is not just the application. You're going to see the details of the program as well, right? So I've given you a wonderful overview here, but I invite you to go there and learn more about what's included in the program, who it's really for, what's possible for you on the other side, right? I told you that I wanted you to think of the word possibilities when it comes to email marketing, and I think of that same word when I think of you and your equine business and what's possible. So I'm excited for you. I would love to help you get there, all right? So head over to stormlily.com/reins to get started, to learn more, and to apply for the program. Now, if you have questions about email marketing, as I said, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will be monitoring the comments. Jump into my DMs if you want to ask a more specific or personalized message, or send me an email, of course, anytime. And if you have questions about Take the Reins, I am available for those as well, okay? I thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I hope that you are not just inspired to go try out email marketing, but that you actually do take action. Sign up for that email service provider, start putting those email addresses in there, and start serving and selling, and see what is possible with email marketing for your horse business. Have an amazing day, friends.